Thanks for popping in on In the Zone with your boy Victor Bell, where I go over all things real estate, money, business, investing. I love it. And I wanted to share something with you, or at least go over something. So today I wanted to ask you a question, and you think through this, leave it in the comments or whatever for later. But what would you rather? Would you rather $300 million in real estate, and that's cash flow real estate, or $300 million in stock? That's a huge question because you got to know this. Now, I can tell you what I choose because I know where I want to put my money. But the thing is a lot of people are confused about this. They want to diversify, right? So, and you got to know where you want to be though. Like what, I was just talking to someone about this. Like, where do you want your family's money to be? First, what do you want it to do? And where do you want it at? The diversification thing is super played out. So like, for example, and I know a lot of people like to go to Google. I go to Google as well, but I'm not talking about whenever you look at anything, statistics, articles about real estate versus stocks, a lot of the real estate stuff that they write about is residential real estate. It's never the stuff I'm looking at. For example, like this deal, I'll just show you a picture of this deal. Would you rather, I'll pull my phone back a little bit. Can you even see that? Yeah, there you go. Would you rather your money in this deal? Like that's just the side of the deal. That deal is about 300 units. That deal is in that $300 million range, 100%. So would you rather have your money in that or would you rather have it in stocks? Because for me personally, I'd rather my money there. And here's why. Because a lot of times when people think about diversification, you'll hear, I mean, like just if you study the top of the food chain, you got Warren Buffett. Even though they say diversified, you take a look at what he's doing. Warren buys big positions in companies, right? When he buys Coca-Cola, he's not buying stocks. He's buying the company. He's buying big positions in there. He just dumped a bunch of Bank of America shares, big positions, but because he had big positions to actually dump. Most people don't. You can't even buy enough shares in a company to make a huge difference. So even Elon, if you study Elon Musk, if you take a look at it, he's only really been in a couple of things. He's been in what? PayPal, which is their thing when they got started. They sold the company, they were in PayPal, and then Tesla, and then SpaceX or X. Right now he's in he bought out Twitter. So again, it's not giant diversification. These guys were only in one or two things. Who else? Jeff Bezos, Amazon. That's it. He's not in a bunch of stuff. What you guys see, these guys, are you thinking, investing, putting your money in something? These guys all took big positions. I mean, love him or hate him, even Trump. Even Trump got his start in real estate. He wasn't in a bunch of other stuff. Then that's he made his money later. He started dumping into other things. But the real side of this is you look at the top of the food chain for anything. They're all not diversified. Their diversification is big positions, whether it's in business and the other ones are in real estate. So that thought for you guys, you got to know 100% why you choose the things you do. Like when I talk, when I say real estate, I'm talking commercial, multifamily real estate. Cash flow is already there. Like the picture I showed you, it's nice assets that are in great locations and they're gushing money. Like that's where I would rather my money. Stuff like that is way more important to me. And here's why. Number one thing, why I choose real estate, cash flow real estate. Number one, control. Right. I like control. I want to know where my money is. If you're going to invest your hard-earned money from your company, your business, and all that stuff, I don't want something towards when I wake up tomorrow, the stock's down. It's fine if you're in it long term, but you got to know that. I like control. I want to control my future. Number two, leverage. Hands dying. I like leverage. Look, if you are investing money in real estate, now we're not talking about taking your last dime. We're talking about taking the extra money, like over and above what your company produced, you produce as an entrepreneur, or your whatever your revenue is. Like this is money, and I take that money and put it in a place. I want leverage because I know in real estate, every $1 buys $3. So if you had $1 million, that's $3 million position in a real estate deal with good leverage. All right. Number three, we like cash flow monthly. Your real estate should pay you every month. That's how real estate works. Like people live there. You have residents and tenants that all live there in like 300 unit, 500 unit, 100 unit deal. You have people who pay every month and it's collected. It's done all the time. So like you don't have that level. You can get monthly dividends and things like that in stock, but if it goes down, it goes down. Like it's not the same thing. It doesn't have that in commercial real estate from that perspective. And can I write it here? Yeah, number 4. I'll just put it here, debt. In real estate, somebody else pays your debt down. You're not working every month to go pay down the debt. In commercial real estate, your multifamily real estate, that things keeps going. So even though, let's say the stock market is looking like this all the time, is like, but your real estate is typically here. Why? Because this is dictated by the rents and the income of the asset. And I know some people are like, yeah, but what happens when, commercial real estate goes down? It's like, well, we're talking about multifamily real estate. And look, if I'm not selling it, this don't matter. I just want to keep getting this because this is going to happen. Rents have continued to go up since 1945, roughly about 8 to 9% in this country. Since 1945, over the last 40 years, the last 4 decades, I'm 50. So since I've been 10 years old, the rents have continued to go up roughly about 8 to 9%, right? On the average. So that means the value of commercial real estate has continued to climb, even with market ebb and flows. But unlike the stock market, where if I gave you $300 million worth of real estate versus $300 million here, you're going to hit these dips and lows. And when you lose money and you go down below zero here, just because you made 300 grand back, or 300 million back, it doesn't mean that you made 300 million. You just made your money back. So you have to almost double and triple what you had in it, even if somebody did it. So again, it's not because it's bad. I can only talk about the things that I trust and I know really well, which is commercial real estate. So if I had to pick between these two, I'm always going to go after this one because, like I said, these are the reasons why. I studied the top of the food chain, and I'm like, okay, what do they do, not what they say? Because by the time you meet those other guys, they're saying diversify, but they've already you didn't know them before they started saying that. They're saying that to the masses, but behind closed doors, they're like, how do we scale? Can we buy and we acquire so much of this where it's unlimited for us and we maximize what? We can control the asset. We can get good leverage. We have cash flow coming in every month, and we have somebody else paying on and buying down the debt. So we don't have to. Like, that's the real play here. So for real estate, it's multifamily commercial real estate for me. I love it. You just have to know what you want your money to do, double and triple and pay you while you wait. You want the tax benefits of all that. You want capital preservation. You don't want to lose money, and you want it in a real asset, unlike stocks where it is what it is. It's paper assets. Like you don't even have like real estate has an address. Like I showed you that picture. You could Google it. You can look it up. It goes back to the taxes about who owned it, what like it has everything. It has financials and all that stuff. So you have a level of control and understanding that you may not have with stocks, right? I mean, one bad media report, man, and drive a stock down. I think right now Apple went over to the NASDAQ and they're all, oh, what's going to happen? Like if your world was tied to those things, you have no control. Like, and I don't want control of I don't want lack of control of my investments, and I want to know exactly where things are. And I know you do too. So think through that, man. What would you rather have? If I gave you $300 million worth of real estate, or would you rather have $300 million in stock? No wrong answer. But if you really use your mind about that and you think about where you want your family's money to be and what you want it to do over your lifetime, generational wealth and building wealth, I can tell you, I'll take real estate hands down. I've always been in real estate. I love real estate. Now we're able to do bigger institutional quality real estate and bring on more investors for what we want to do. That's why I love this game. It's just peace of mind, man. I want to lay my head on the pillow at night and go to sleep. And I know you do too, when you have that money that you've worked so hard for, whether it was in an IRA or in a cash account, and you've banged your whole life for it, to be able to invest that money in a place that continues to pay you and double and triple while you wait. Like that's real. So yeah, no wrong answer for that. And everybody has their own thing. But once you kind of like, for me, I put it on paper and I was like, what do I want? And once I knew that, I stopped dabbling. I stopped listening to other people. I got over the thought process that I needed to diversify. It just went away. So I want to challenge you to do the same. So yeah, leave it in comments, man. I would love to hear you guys about what you think. Like, I'm not saying real estate's right. I'm just saying it's me. So hopefully that helps you. And hopefully that's a great question for you, man. What would you rather have? $300 million worth of real estate if somebody gave it to you, or $300 million worth of stock? But those are my reasons. Consider them yours. And I would love to talk to you about that. So like this video, share the video, comment on this video. Looking for more subscribers, subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you. If you have questions or anything like that, leave them in comments. We always go back and check them. If you have something you want us to make trainings on, we will do that. I kind of do like a little bit of stuff because I want you guys to see these things and have these considerations. Oh, and if you're interested in finding out more about what we do, go to bell-capital.com, and you can either get started or you can schedule a call with us. And also, we have a real estate book, How to Get Started in Your Own Investments with Multifamily Real Estate, Creating Wealth Through Investing in Apartment Buildings. The link is there. Just go down at the bottom, hit that link. It's in the descriptions, and it's free. And I would love to hear from you guys. Have a great day today. Make sure you get after it. Let's go.